Hello, everybody. Hello, everybody. I hope everybody's doing well. We are going to get started. This summer has been an absolute hot mess because every time I'm about to do a live, the internet goes out for some reason. But we're still here. I'm getting the oracle cards together. So, welcome. Big welcome, everybody. To the community oracle. As always, so we're gonna do something a little bit different than we usually do. Just so I can keep track of everybody. Wait, hold on. I'm trying to. This thing just refreshed. Okay. Okay, that's not working. That's not working. Okay. So I'm gonna just do it here. 1 second, y'all. Technical difficulties. Okay. Second, I'm trying to. Okay. Hold on, y'all. Literally, the technical difficulties today. What in the world? Okay. Should be good now. So welcome everybody to the weekly community oracle. So we're gonna get started. We're gonna do something a little bit different than we usually do. If you are a Patreon member or a channel member, I'm gonna start crossing off people's names just so I have like everybody. So why is it not letting me log in? I don't know why it's not letting me log in. Okay. Anyway, so if you are a channel member or a Patreon member, just put your username or your name in your question in the comment box with your question. So as always, you guys, the weekly community oracle, the reading is included in your membership. So you can go ahead and start, asking your questions. These are your oracle card options for the day: the flower therapy oracle deck, the moonology oracle deck, the messages from the mermaids oracle deck, the nature speak oracle deck, the sacred symbols oracle deck, the Okana oracle deck. But as always, y'all should know by now not to if you don't want to do shop work, don't use this deck. And the Archangel Michael oracle deck. If you're not a channel member or Patreon member, feel free to send $5 to $10 to my Cash App or Venmo, which is the same as my username. You just have to put like a dollar tag in front of it. Like that's how they kind of do it. Let me just get TikTok in order so we can all just be here and be present. Trying to get them in here, but okay. Let me just. I feel like I'm gonna just. Okay, there we go. Now we can kind of get that together. Okay, sweet. So we have YouTube over here and TikTok over there. So we have two different things. Okay, let me know in the comments if you have a question specifically or if you want this to be a general reading. And just let me know the oracle deck. These are your oracle options for today. So the Nature Speak oracle, the Flower Therapy oracle deck, and it just fell. The Moonology oracle deck, the Messages from the Mermaids oracle deck, and the Archangel Michael oracle deck, the Okana oracle deck, and the Sacred Symbols oracle deck. Okay, so let me know which one you want me to Put this back in here. This is just, okay, let me just move that. Okay, now I got it organized a little bit. Hello, everybody. May I get a general reading advice from Spirit in a major new beginning? Do you have an Oracle deck option, or you want me to just pick it for you? Let me know. Let me know if you want me to show them to you again as well. I can show them to you. For everybody who's just coming in, if you're a channel member or Patreon member, just put your name in the comment section with your question, so that way I can cross you off the list, because we have quite a large amount of members that I want to make sure I get to everybody. So just make sure you put your Patreon name on there. Okay, I can choose. Okay, sweet. So, I feel like the Monology wants to take this one, so we're gonna do the Monology. Let's see. Ooh. Let's see. So let's bring back up the question. Okay, advice from Spirit in a major new beginning. What should General Bruja know? Okay, wow. Oh, that's really beautiful. Oh, that's really beautiful. Wow. Okay, so there's definitely progress here. I love how you're going from a new moon to a full moon as well. But the first card you're getting is new moon in Capricorn. Your hard work is paying off. Okay. Your hard work is paying off. Then you have don't let your past hold you back. Don't let your past hold you back. Yes, these are paid readings. You could Venmo, Cash App, $5 to $10 to my Cash App or Venmo, and then just put your question in the comments. And you are good enough. And it's a full moon in Virgo. This is like a really beautiful reading, especially like beautiful cards to get, especially because you're like in a major new beginning. And it's just like, if you have been really wanting to go into a new direction, even if it feels really, really chaotic, even if it feels really like very layered or very complicated or very or almost kind of like being afraid of the new beginning or feeling like you're not quite sure of how to proceed or not quite sure, like if you feel super comfortable with the moment of it all, like it's almost like, oh my God, this is new. This is like a little bit of a shift. It's almost kind of like when we're stuck in something, we can get used to it for so long, and it just makes us feel very comfortable to the point where it's like, it once we come out of it, it's like leaving that stuck, stagnant energy almost feels weird. It's like a weird kind of energy, a weird kind of thing. But the way that the cards are coming out, your hard work is paying off. Some of the intentions that you have placed, that you have set in motion, that you've been praying for, that you've been really like, hey, I need you guys to help me. I need you guys to guide me. I need you guys to get me out of this. I need you to like shift me where I'm supposed to go. Like some of the intentions that you have set before have really, really pushed you forward, and they're pushing you towards progress. It's like the work that you have been doing, especially spiritually, is actively pushing you to the next thing, is actively shifting and elevating not only your consciousness, but your life experiences. And this is something that is grounding itself within the physical realm, within the mundane. And I can say that because both of the energies that you got was earth energies. You got Virgo and you got Capricorn energies. So that means that there's something solidifying within your physical reality. And again, that can be like a very flight or like fight moment where it's just like, oh my God, things are changing, and it can feel very like you're getting uprooted, ungrounded, and then regrounded again. It's almost kind of like, the way that I'm picturing it is like when you're changing the pot of a plant, because it needs to be changed, it needs more space, it needs a bigger pot. It's like that. That's where you're at. It's like you've been doing the work, you've been growing, you've been shifting, you've been elevating, and you're just ready for this transition where you're headed. You're ready for this elevation where you're headed. You're ready for this growth. You're headed for this journey. It's like something that is meant to happen and that you need to stay on, and you just need to do the work. You really need to follow through with the things that you said in the past. It's also getting like certain things that are like haunting you. And I know there's quite a bit of retrogrades right now, and so like the retrogrades are going to trigger certain things from the past. What I want you to do is to remove any unnecessary weeds from your garden. Okay, you're working with earth energies right now. So if there's something in your garden, if there's something in your within your energies, within your life that you need to continue to put in the work, but it almost feels like it's almost kind of like pushing you to a new experience. You still need to not let the past, the hauntings of the past, hold you back. You definitely need to resolve certain things from the past. You also need to take back your power from the past where it has been like stuck, where it has been almost like your energy being almost like the familiarity of feeling grounded in that thing that was created that stagnation, and then being uprooted and taken away from that is still almost like a little bit like traumatizing to have to kind of just like switch and shift. You still have to make right with the past, and not allow the past to take your power. Because just because you were stuck on something, or you were in a certain situation where nothing was shifting, nothing was moving, and then the second you started to set intention and pray for the shifts to happen, and for those things to kind of navigate and move and leave and just progress forward, that doesn't mean that there's still not like unfinished business. A retrograde might give you a little bit of anxiety, but you're gonna have to sort through that. You're gonna have to make sure that you're maintaining your groundedness. You're gonna have to make sure that you are staying foundationally very, very strong within your practice, foundationally very, very strong within your energies, who you are, how you want to ultimately be elevated and progress down the line, and just how you want to, like, what the goal is. Remember how I've been saying in the weekly healing circles, hold your vision, hold your vision, hold your vision. It's like your vision is starting to come to pass, but it's like it's so weird to have to like look back and be like, oh my God, I just left that situation. But you still have to maintain that focus forward. You still have to maintain that focus and that grounding. You have to ground yourself in the current, and not let yourself completely get stuck on the past, and have that be just taking, especially affecting your mental health specifically, and affecting the way that you're perceiving your current reality as things are shifting. You have to make sure that you are healing yourself from the things that you just experienced, and that you're making peace with it. You have to make peace with yourself. If you don't make peace with yourself, it's not going to feel good. And then you're going to feel almost frustrated, almost like this weird frustration that is like, oh, but it's like, it's like if only this would have gone this way, it would have been like this, or if only that could have been like, it's a lot of coulda, woulda, shouldas kind of energy. But you can't be grounded in that. That's not grounded. You can't be grounded in possibilities, and in past possibilities specifically, because they never work out. There's no way of sorting it out in your brain where it can be, within the physical reality. You have to make sure you heal from that. And then you are good enough. Full moon in Virgo. The fact that your last card is the card of healing. Mind you, your bottom of the deck is a personal issue reaches a resolution, which is full moon in Cancer. So right now, you're definitely going through the process of healing yourself and kind of making peace with where you're at, making peace, coming to terms with it, like really accepting what it is. There's a beauty to that. There's definitely a beauty and innocence to that. But it's kind of coming back into your power where you're able to say, you know what? yes, that happened, but I'm good enough. I know where I'm headed. I know what I need to do. I'm gonna maintain my power. I'm gonna maintain my strength. I'm just gonna keep moving in the direction that I know I need to continue to move towards. And I'm gonna maintain that. That's what I'm gonna maintain. That's what I'm gonna focus on. I am good enough for this. I am good enough for this opportunity. I am not limited to anything that I want to experience. Like, it's really about you checking your energy, checking how you feel about yourself, how you feel about your life, your strength, your energy, and what you are going to tolerate about the things from and the way they're harming you. Because something in the past is like, especially coming up in your dreams or even within your own healing. And if you're asking your spirits, if you're asking your ancestors, like, hey, like, what do I need to heal from? What's going on? Like, oh, I'm feeling blocked here. I'm having these weird dreams, or like I'm having these nightmares. Like, what's going on? First of all, the retrogrades are definitely going to push you into addressing like that past energy. You just have to make sure that you clear up anything that does not need to take up space. Whatever doesn't need to take up space does not need to take up space. If you allow it to take up space, that is a choice. That it's you choosing to just keep that energy lingering around. But you need to remember your power in this. Okay. You are living this reality. It's your life. Okay. And you have the choices. I know there's a lot of things happening socially with choices in these times, but you have the choice of living your life the way that you want to live your life. And so you need to make sure that you're not letting the things from the past and the things that you've experienced and in the times that you felt vulnerable or felt like hurt or felt like you were hurting, or like you were not in the best position. You can't give that all of your power. You can't give that all of you. So make sure that you are kind of checking in on yourself during this time. You should be nourishing yourself during this time, especially because through Cancer season, it's kind of like making peace with yourself. This is why you're getting this at the bottom of the deck. Is like making peace with yourself, coming clear with yourself. Like, you know what? I'm good. I've accepted, or I'm good. It's just kind of coming to terms with it and not allowing things to block you. If you're feeling stuck within this month specifically, it's because you haven't processed it, and you need that healing in order to move forward and continue to recall your power. So just make sure that you are checking in on your energy. So that was your reading, my love. I hope that makes sense, and I hope that you got all of the messages that you needed to get. For everybody who is just getting in, welcome to the weekly community oracle poll. So the whole point of this live is to give you guys and offer you guys low-cost readings, because I know readings can be expensive. So for those who are Patreon members or channel members, go ahead and put in your username or your name on Patreon so I can cross you off the list. And because you guys know your readings are included, so I just want to make sure I cross you guys off the list. If you are not a Patreon member or a channel member, you want me to pull some oracle cards for you, to send $5 to $10 to my Cash App or Venmo, and just let me know which deck you want me to pick from and your question. So the options that you guys have for today are the Archangel Michael Oracle deck, okay? The Messages from the Mermaids Oracle deck, the Moonology Oracle deck, the Nature Speak Oracle deck, one of my favorite decks, Flower Therapy Oracle deck, the Okana Oracle deck, the Sacred Symbols Oracle deck. That's the last one. So just let me know in the comment section which deck you want me to pick from. I think we have another reading. Okay, sweet. Okay. Okay, so can I have with a mermaid? Okay. I got you. Let's go. Let's see. General reading for Heather. What does Heather need to know right now? Ooh. What does Heather? Oh my God. Okay. What does Heather need to know? What does Heather need to know right now? Okay. Okay. I'm gonna get one more card. What does Heather need to know? I'm sorry, your reading is really, really fun. Your reading is really, it's making me laugh. I'm going to explain why I'm laughing. So the first card that you have is truth. Okay, truth. Then you have be spontaneous. Okay. The reason why I'm laughing is because you got patience. And for some reason, it just felt like the first thing I heard was Jupiter in Aries, specifically. Jupiter in Aries. It's like, we're going to talk about it. And then your last card is feelings. Okay. Now, a couple of things when it comes to cardinal season and the fact that Aries kind of energy is coming up in your reading. When it comes to Cancer season, because Cancer is a cardinal sign, it has a big impact into the other cardinal signs. So that includes Libras, that includes Aries, that includes Capricorn, because they're all cardinal signs. But also the other water signs. Okay. Now you're getting truth and be spontaneous. And I don't know why, but I get the sense like you're going to almost like you're going to be very, very close. Like your patience is being very tested. Like you're going to be, it's almost like being really, really close to lashing out at somebody or calling somebody out or just snapping at somebody. It's giving is giving very Aries energy. That's like the first thing that came to me was Jupiter and Aries, like this quickness, this snappy kind of like energy where it's just like, well, the truth is like it's a very snappy energy. And it's almost like something has been testing your patience. Like it's almost like something has reached its peak with your patience. Like this is whether you have been just absolutely been taken advantage of, or whether like somebody's just been mistreating you, or whether you have been going through something where it's just kind of like you're just about to snap. You're just about to just like, you know what? I've been patient. I've been trying to do what I can to do this, but internally speaking, within my feelings, I have been feeling like so much. I have been feeling the weight of so much, and I'm about to explode. Like it feels like you're about to emotionally explode if you haven't already. It feels like you're headed towards us. Like you're just gonna be like, you know what? That's it. That's it. Okay, that's it. And then you just start listing things or just snapping. But it feels like there's this truth coming out. And it's like your inner truth, certain things that you've been feeling, but you haven't been able to express, that you've been definitely holding. It's been a holding back. It's been a, you know what, and kind of like giving them excuses or giving, you know, like, oh, well, maybe, well, this, well, kind of, well, like, you know, kind of like making excuses for the thing. But then it's just like, there's a spontaneity that from Jupiter being in Aries that's gonna make you snap. It's gonna make you snap. It's just, and the other thing about it is like your spirits are like, the truth needs to come out anyway. How you feel should be expressed during this time. Okay, how you feel should absolutely be expressed during this time. If you aren't expressing how you really feel, then you're being dishonest. You're practically lying. So how are you specifically, how are you being honest? How are you being honest about how you're feeling? Okay, it's like your emotional patience is going to be very, very much tested, and you're gonna snap. I'm telling you, you're gonna snap. The energy of this reading is like the truth needs to come out, and it's almost like, you know, when you're boiling something and then you put the top of the pot on, the cap thing, and it's not like on the side, it's not tilted, it's just like the pressure is just building in the pot, and then, you know, it has that little hole where the steam just escapes from, but at a point it's so hot in there and the steam is so hot that it just starts to wiggle the top out. It's like, it's on that level. Like it feels like very much like it's gonna happen very randomly. Like this kind of breaking point is gonna happen very randomly. This is something that needs to be expressed, but you've almost been bearing down for a while. But it's the truth. It's the truth. That's the thing about it. At the end of the day, there's only so much that you can hide from yourself or hide from your, you know, from your experience and within how you really feel about something. No matter how much patience you have, um it's still like you've been very patient. You know what this reminds me of? Oh my god, did you see Doctor Strange, the new one, where Scarlet Witch, she had that moment where she was like, you know what, I was being reasonable, I was being reasonable. This is how I feel like. It's like, you know what, I've been patient, I've been trying to give the benefit of the doubt, I've been trying to do X, Y, C, and B, I've been trying, but it's just like there's this explosion. There's this like that spontaneous energy is very much Jupiter and Aries, because Aries is very spontaneous, very, very in the moment, very like, because they're fire, they rule the journey, so they're always spontaneously going through something within their journey. And right now the truth is going to be what shifts things for you spontaneously. It might be a moment where you have to do the right thing, where you've kind of been ignoring something for a while, and then now it's kind of like, you know what, I can't keep ignoring this. I can't keep ignoring this. If I keep ignoring it, I'm just gonna explode. But it's just like you've been almost like you've been reasonable. It's like that scene from the movie. Like you've been trying to be reasonable. You've been trying to be reasonable, and it's just like, you know what, my patience is shot. That's it. So there's this. Oh my god. You need to make sure that you are checking on your emotional energy. You need to make sure that you are checking yourself spiritually, and that you're checking, you know, that your self-care routine needs to be on point for the rest of the month, because the feelings card is gonna leave you like, once you open it up yourself like this and you're like raw on the table, this is the truth, this is what it is, okay? It's gonna feel like almost a whole bunch of emotions are like pouring through you at the same time. So it might feel like an emotional breakdown in that moment or something of the sort. But you need to make sure that you are taking care of yourself emotionally. You need to make sure that you're nourishing yourself emotionally. If I were you, I would be feeding my inner child this month, especially because Leo season's coming anyway, and Leo season's all about the inner child. So this is a great time for you to, you know, work with your emotions and your ego, okay, to make sure you are feeling good throughout the month, because you're gonna need this release. You're really gonna need this release. And when it happens, it's like you're gonna have to pick yourself up from it, from the emotional side of it, because it's gonna feel very, very intense. And it's gonna feel like, oh, it's like it's like that moment. You see what in that part of the movie where she's like, I was being reasonable, and she starts almost like tearing, like you can see it in her eyes, like she's just like, oh, I'm so mad, but you're not getting what I'm saying, and she's just like crying, but she's like, I'm about to rock your shit. that's that's the energy. That's what the energy is giving. It's giving very Aries, like in the moment you said what, like very, I'm about to tell you what it is kind of energy. And at the same time, it's like, you know what, I've been trying, I've been doing my part, and for some reason it just, so it's very intense energy. Mind you, the bottom of the deck is the future. So this might be something that's coming up for you. Listen, it's this, I feel like this reading was very, very like, I don't know how to explain it. It's almost like I'm getting so many different types of visuals, and almost like this like the way that it's coming up is just very like popping a balloon, like that's it. Like very, I don't know if you get what I mean. But yeah, that was your reading, my love. I hope that it makes sense. I hope that it makes sense. I hope that you got the messages that you needed, but take it easy on yourself, because, you know, it's not super easy to kind of, you know, be put in that situation where you're just like, you know, like going through something like that. Just make sure your self-care routine needs to be on point. Okay. Oh, and Doctor Strange is on Disney Plus, so binge watch it. I've already watched it like 5 extra times, because like I've been cleaning the house. It's the first of the month. Also, I hope that you guys have been enjoying the daily videos. So for those who are on TikTok, I've been posting daily videos on my YouTube lately. And I hope that you guys have been enjoying the daily videos. I know I missed yesterday though, because I was editing the video and then the file got corrupted. So But you guys are getting the live today, but I'm working on the Cancer 50 affirmations for Cancer. So you guys are going to get that video next. And I'm working on the womb meditation. We're going to be doing some clearing exercises and stuff. There's been a lot of videos, but I really, really hope that you guys have been enjoying the videos. Because we're like, I'm pushing daily videos now. That's what we're doing. I'm just going to do the thing. So yes. Let me see. I hate it when the chat bounces. It is my biggest pet peeve where it's just like, boo boo. And then I can't, and then I have to keep scrolling and shit. It's so weird. Wait. Oh, okay. Valentina. Okay. Anything you need to hear? Which deck did you want? Valentina, which deck did you want me to use? Let me know in the comments section. Your options are the Nature Speak Oracle. For those who are just coming in, if you want me to pull some Oracle cards for you, if you're a channel member or Patreon member, just drop your Patreon name or your channel member name so I can cross you off the list in the comments with your question. And if you are not a channel member or Patreon member, go ahead and send $5 to $10 to my Cash App or Venmo, which is the same as my username. So your card options is the Messages from the Mermaids Oracle deck, the Nature Speak Oracle deck, the Archangel Michael Oracle deck, okay, the Moonology Oracle deck, the Sacred Symbols Oracle deck, the Okana Oracle deck, but please only pick this deck if you're trying to do shadow work. If this is your first time being in my live for one of the weekly community oracle pulls, you know this deck is not to be messed with. This deck is not a joke. This deck will read you to the filth. It will read you to the filth. This is a shadow work deck. Like, she designed this for shadow work. For those who've been here before, y'all know the drill. But the Okana Oracle deck, slayed. She slayed. Just murdered this deck. So please only pick this deck if you're trying to do shadow work. The Sacred Symbols Oracle deck and the Flower Therapy Oracle deck. So let me know in the comments which deck you want me to use, Valentina. If not, I'll just do a general reading. I'll give you another like minute or so. But yeah, this is one of my favorite decks, but you're not supposed to use it all of the time. I only incorporate it into the oracle pulls because I know you guys enjoy it. It's especially when you want to get called out by your guides and your ancestors. By your ancestors and your guides. Listen. That's exactly how I feel. Oh my God, I'm glad that it resonated. I'm glad that it resonated. I'm glad that listen, I'm just saying, it was definitely, it's gonna be an experience. But yeah, so if you want me to, so I'll just do a general reading for Valentina because I don't know if she's still here. Because I know sometimes like Patreon members and channel members, they'll drop their question, and if they're doing something, they'll go and they'll just come back and rewatch it. I know that happens all the time. So I will pick for Valentina. Anything Valentina needs to hear, let's see. Okay, so the Sacred Symbols Oracle deck wants to take this one, so that's the one we're going to use. So let's see. Valentina Flores. What's Valentina Flores? That was real quick. That was okay. Oh. Okay, so okay, that was interesting. Your first card is lucky. Okay, the first card is lucky, right? Then you have shadow. Okay. Then you have shift. And then you have past life. And this is at the bottom of the deck. You got past life, and then new life, and then knowledge, and then guides. You need a past life reading, my love. Like, this is very like, you need a past life reading. So the message is really, really clear, actually. there is some areas where your luck, your money, was kind of has been blocked specifically by something from the past. There is something that has been haunting you that's actively impacting your finances, actively impacting some opportunities that have been trying to come through but have not been able to because of this being in the way, the shadow part being in the way. And because it's kind of creating some stagnation, and because it's like there's a haunting going on, it has been impacting you financially. It has been impacting your growth, and your specifically opening certain doors that you've been wanting open for you. That luck hasn't come through because it's not, there's something standing in the way of that. It's almost like you have to heal something first before you can have access to that. You need to shift what's in the shadows. You need to really almost, it feels like a cleansing. It feels like something needs to be released. Something needs to be almost like recalibrated, but there's something from your past that is haunting you that has created this shift, where it's like if you've been like praying like, oh my God, I just need to get this, or I need to do that, I need to da, 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 and you're praying and you're like asking for this kind of like breakthrough to come through, and then it doesn't come through. It's because of this past thing. This past issue is creating a blockage that you cannot actively fully see. Like you're not actively fully understanding why it's there. This is why you're getting the knowledge card right underneath new life, because it's like it's the understanding of what happens that's going to give you that, that door into that new destination that you're actually be trying to head to. But this is a past life issue. This is the past life issue. The fact that guides is like right under, like this is a past life issue, and then right under that is stormy. Certain things have been causing chaos in your life because it's a past life issue. This is something I've been saying for a minute. There's been a lot of past life readings that I've been doing as well, because there's a lot of people that have a lot of mirroring situations from past lives that are impacting where they're at now, and has been just creating random blockages in the most randomest of places. Let me tell you. But this is a past life issue, and you're not going to heal it until you actually know what happened. You're not going to be able to heal it until you actually are able to kind of shift what happened and kind of set it right within yourself. Because where you're at now, for what you need to do next, you need to be on the level to receive that. And it's like the thing from the past, that shadow, that thing that's haunting you, is making it so you're not ready. You're not ready for the shift. You're not ready for what's coming next. There's not enough room because that shadow's taking up a lot of space. And it's almost like, because it's taking up so much space and creating this kind of stagnation, it almost feels like you're not having a breakthrough. It almost feels like, oh, but usually things move a little quicker, or usually like I get a response right away, or usually like I'm just like on it. Like, why does it feel like I'm not getting through? Like, what is it? It's a past life issue. That's why. It's a past life issue. Yeah, you need a past life reading. You need like a session to just heal this and uncross yourself. It could be something that's also like financially tied. I don't have your records open right now, so I can't tell you what happened or anything like that. But I feel like it's definitely something tied towards having the opportunity of doing something. Because it's almost like, especially when the luck card comes out like this, it's almost like you needed an open, like almost like a crack in the door in order to open it and be able to walk in. Because otherwise the door's locked, and you needed that little luck of like, oh, the door's open, I can just walk through in order to actually make it through. But that's not what it is right now. I'm just saying. Yeah. Yeah, you need a past life reading. This definitely has to do with the way you're grounded financially, but also within your own journey. It's like this situation, because it has not been shifted properly, is impacting your roots. It's impacting you at your root, which I'm not surprised about because past lives will do that. But oof. It's like there's more work to be done. There's more work to be done. But this will ultimately end up being like a road opening. That's also what it feels like. It feels like once you have that knowledge and once you like understand and clear that, that's when the road opens. That's when the road opens. That's what the reading feels like. I hope that this reading made sense, my love. I don't know if you're still here, but I hope that reading made sense, and that you got all of the messages that you needed. Oh, I just got super congested out of nowhere. Okay. Whew. Let me just put these back. So we're going to be on here for another 20 minutes. So if anybody wants me to pull some cards for them, just send $5 to $10 to my Cash App or Venmo, which is the same as my username. And then, yeah, we'll get started. So the Oracle decks that you guys have as an option today are the Archangel Michael Oracle deck, the Sacred Symbols Oracle deck, the Moonology Oracle deck, the Okana Oracle deck, but only pick this deck if you're trying to do shadow work because, as I've said like 10,000 times, it is that deck. The Messages from the Mermaids Oracle deck, the Nature Speak Oracle deck, which is one of my absolute favorites, and the Flower Therapy Oracle deck. Those are your options for this week. So yeah, we'll be on for like another 15 or so minutes. So I'll probably do maybe like 2 more readings or so. So let me know in the comment section who wants to take the next slot. I feel like I should do a video with like my favorite Oracle decks, but then at the same time, I also feel like I need more Oracle decks. The struggle of a reader, where it's just like you can never have enough. You just can never have enough Oracle decks. So yeah. Oh, wait. I done messed up. Hold on. Oh, I done messed up. Hold on. Now I gotta fix that. So as always, if you're a channel member or Patreon member, your reading is already included with your membership. So just put in your username so I can cross you off the list, and then put the question in the comment section when you are ready. I gotta sort these because for some reason half of them are backwards. So there we go. 3, 4, 5. Oh, and since we're here, just so everybody knows, I have a special going on with my readings. If you guys just want to get a full reading with me on my website, so if you use the code, I definitely just forgot my own the code for the thing. I believe it's Inner Healing 20. If I'm not mistaken, it should be Inner Healing 20. In all caps, gives you 20% off all of my services. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's Inner Healing 20. Yeah, that should be the code. So yeah, if you use the code Inner Healing 20, you get 20% off all of my services, and it ends on Monday. And I'm almost done sorting this, and boom. Okay, sweet. This was just like mixed, and it was backwards. I don't know what was going on with that. Valentina, thank you so much. My Wi-Fi kept freezing, and this was my first reading as a patron, and I've been trying to get a past life reading for the longest time. I highly recommend. It's definitely coming up very hard for you, my love. But I highly recommend. Highly recommend. Past life, I feel like if I were to make a list of like my favorite healing modality, it would either be 13 active Lahochi or past life healing, because I feel like when you're doing past life work, you're healing at a soul level, and then 13 octave Lahochi is just so powerful. It's like more powerful than Reiki. And I really really thoroughly enjoyed it. It was just, oh my god. Highly recommend 13 octave Lahochi. Which is I feel like it's complex, but not complex. It's very tied to angel healing. But it's very, very powerful as well. But I'm glad that you got the messages that you needed for sure. So we'll be on here for another 10 minutes, and if anybody wants to take the last reading of the day, let me know, and then we will get started. Oops, sorry about that. But I really do hope that you guys have been enjoying the daily videos that we've been doing on YouTube. Also, we just reached, is it 13,000? I forgot it was 13,000. Is it 13,000? To make sure to follow me on YouTube because they get the most content from me anyway. Yeah, we just reached 13,000, y'all. Thank you for all of the love and all of the support and all of the things. Literally has been like an absolute blessing. And I cannot wait to continue to grow. I have like a lot of plans and stuff for like the channel and everything. So I can't wait to just continue to grow and just elevate. I'm just like, I'm so happy. Like I remember when I reached 1,000 subscribers on TikTok, which was allowed me to go live. Like it took like a minute to reach 1,000, and then once I reached 1,000, all of a sudden I was like, it just kept growing and growing and growing really fast. If you're ever trying to get into like social media, like growing and stuff like that, it can be so complex. It can be very layered, especially with YouTube, because you have to hit that 1,000 mark. But they also like YouTube doesn't have TikTok's algorithm, and TikTok's algorithm, like y'all, when I joined TikTok, I was so surprised how quickly it pushes your videos into so many different people's audiences. And it's crazy when I passed like what I had on YouTube on TikTok, I was like, this almost doesn't even feel like I earned it. It just feels like the algorithm just like pushed my videos and people start following me out of nowhere. So yeah, it was. It's one of those things. It's one of those things. I don't know, but it's just crazy to me. I'm still like, I'm very, very happy that we reached this milestone together. But yeah, I still have like a ton of goals for the channel. I feel like every channel's goal is to reach 100K, because that's like every channel's goal basically. I think you get the silver play button, if I'm not mistaken, when you reach 100K. I don't know. But one of my biggest goals is to reach 100K. I feel like that's something that I definitely want to achieve within the channel. Hopefully under a year is also my goal. We'll see. We'll see how it goes. But yeah, we're gonna be doing daily videos and stuff, and stay tuned for all the lives and everything. It's just a whole thing. But I am editing some videos for you guys right now, so you guys can have that additional content and have all of the things that are coming. But we're going to be working on certain things. Also, since we're here, don't forget to get tickets to the Healing Generational Trauma, which is all about your patriarchal line. This is the part 2 to the first part that we just did, which was amazing. I don't know if any of the people who are here now got to go to that workshop. It was amazing. And I really thoroughly enjoyed it. If you missed it and you still want to see it, it's available on the Patreon, so you guys can always rewatch it there. But we're doing part 2 this July, and I'm really excited about it. So make sure you get your tickets. Everything will be linked down in the description, and if you're on TikTok, it's going to be linked in my link in my bio. But we're doing some ancestor work. It's going to be an hour meditation. We're going to do some very deep, grounded healing. I'm really, really excited about it. I feel like This ancestor work series is going to be I'm trying to challenge you guys to do a little bit more ancestor work. I don't know, for those who already saw the workshop, I feel like you guys noticed that I'm challenging you guys to do some healing, some ancestral healing. But we are doing an ancestor like series. It's going to be a couple of different workshops that I'm planning that are specifically tailored to healing things in connection to your ancestors. And hopefully when you come out of it, not only have you healed a little bit more of your bloodline, but you're also a lot more grounded within yourself, because that's part of the work that we're doing. And I want you guys to heal as much as possible. I want to empower you guys as much as possible, and hopefully for you guys to elevate yourselves and grow as much as possible. That's really what it comes down to. You guys know my entire Capricorn stellium is in my 6th house of health, healing, and serving others. So that's how I help you guys, by helping you guys heal yourselves. So I'm really excited about how we get elevated in this way and how we kind of progress forward and move forward. And so I'm just happy. I'm happy. I feel like I've been doing what I've been tasked to do by spirit, which has been helping you guys. At the end of the day, that's the goal, to like help you guys get there one day at a time. Okay, one day at a time. Super, super important. But yeah, it's one of those. It's one of those. I'm definitely very happy though. I'm gonna be celebrating it with some chocolate covered bananas after this, because I believe we reached it either today or yesterday. I think it was today. So yeah, thank you to all of the new subscribers and everybody who's just been following through and supporting and just showing any type of love, whether you're liking a video or sharing it or whatnot. Just thank you for all of the love and support. Seriously, it's just y'all be the best people. And I really love our community and like how the things that we get to cover and the things that we get to talk about. And like at the end of the day, it's just a really great experience. A really great, just like I love the fact I get to do the, you know, it's at the end of the day, that's what matters, and that's ultimately what's going to like make me sleep better at night, when I know I'm doing what I needed to do. I remember when I was like not doing, you know, the work that I'm doing, and I was kind of doing both, and I hated it so bad. Even through the pandemic, like I was working both jobs, like both what I'm doing now, and like and I hated it. I was just like, I just want to help. I just want to do the work that I'm trying to do. So yeah, I'm also working on the book. You guys are gonna get a lot from me soon. So stay tuned for all of the things. There are a couple different books that I'm working on. One, you guys know I have a Gemini moon, and you guys know I have a Gemini moon, and like it's going to be multiple projects at once, but I am working on those. So stay tuned for all of the things. I'm still editing vlogs, editing a whole bunch of stuff. Like your girl, I need a vacation. That's what I need. I need to get my passport, because my passport expired this year. I was so mad. But I need to get my passport so I can take a vacation. Or something. I need a little something. My Mars in Sagittarius is screaming to go do something outside of the United States, especially with everything's going on. Y'all stay safe out here, please. Please stay safe out here. Like, please stay safe out here, because it's not the easiest time for everybody right now. And just make sure that your energies, that you are, you know, taking care of your energies, taking care of you above all things, and then you can, you know, help others and do all the things you do. Just check in on your mental health, because this is not an easy time to navigate a lot of this shit. You know, it's not easy, but it, you know, it's one of those, it bees what it bees. There's going to be a lot of changes that are coming through though. So, well, welcome to July. July is that, first of all, July is the first, it is the summer. It is the beginning of summer. Well, no, the Cancer season is the beginning of summer. But July is like the first summer full month of summer. And so very, very hot month, very great time to go to the ocean, connect to the water spirits. Anytime it's like Cancer season or water season, great time to work with the water spirits and with your own emotional energy. So I'm gonna be going to the beach soon because your girl just, you know how hard it is being an island girl and not having like the beach being like right there. Like the beach is like a cute, I mean, it's a cute an hour and some change, 2 hours, depending if there's traffic that day away. But it's like if I was in the island, it's different. I could just, I could find a river real quick. I could find, I need, your girl needs to be in the water. That's what it is. Your girl needs to be in the water. Your girl needs to be in the water. In the water. So yeah, especially because I need more river water, but I also need more ocean water because I always collect it when I'm at the beach because I use it for certain things. So, sea witch on the not really on the low. I definitely work a lot with the ocean, especially when I can go. There's a couple times in the wintertime that babe will be like, "Oh, let's go to the beach," even though it's freezing cold over here. And I'm like, yes, let's go, just so I can collect ocean water and be with like the ocean spirits and stuff. But it's one of those where it's just like, I wish I was in the islands. I wish I was in the islands. What are the metaphysical properties of rainwater? I actually just collected rainwater the other day, and I actually was going to I still have to make that video. I still have to make that TikTok. I didn't get to make it. So some of the spiritual properties of rainwater, because rain itself, it's a signifier for prosperity. Rainwater is one of my favorite water elements, like to work with. You know how there's like moon water, and then there's like, warm water, there's lightning water, there's like thunder, like there's different kinds of waters that you can use for different things. But rainwater is amazing for prosperity and abundance work, specifically. And because and this is all deep rooted in nature, like when you're looking at what rain does to nature. So in ancient times, not even in ancient times, it happens today. If you have a farm and you have like some sort of garden or something like that, you want the rain to come to water it. So you don't have to. So it just happens naturally because there's droughts in certain areas. Traditionally, historically, there would be different chants and different, things done to call in the rains. I know that happened with like my Taino ancestors a lot. There would be different like semis that would be called on, and like there would be rituals for to call in the rain. Like, hey, can we get some rain? Because we're trying to grow some food. We're trying to make sure we're all fed here. So rain is deeply tied to prosperity. Rain is deeply tied to abundance. Rain is deeply tied to nourishment, healing, cleansing. Just regular rain, and I'm not even talking about like let's say it's raining while the moon, like the full or new moon is out, then you have rain, full moon, water. So it's like amplified, right? So it's layered. But rain itself, amazing for abundance work. Amazing for abundance work. It's one of my favorite waters to work with, to be honest. Because even like eclipse water or different types of waters, they can be very combative depending on how you're working with it, how you're using it. It can be a little bit combative. One of the things that they also say that happened to me in my wedding is that if it rains on your wedding, you will have that blessing of abundance. That's also where the saying tying the knot comes to, because the rain ties your marriage together. So it's supposed to be like a marriage of longevity for your marriage, but it also ties into the abundance of the marriage as well. So I was so happy when we got rained on on my wedding day. I was like, it's a blessing. And everybody else, like my friends and family, are just like, like, of course, it has to be me celebrating the rain. I was like, yes, give me the rain. Give me the rain. I want these blessings. Yes, rain on me. Like literally, I was waiting. I was looking at, I'm going to talk about it a little bit more in my wedding vlog, which you guys are going to get soon. I have so many damn videos to freaking edit for you guys. This is why we're doing daily videos too, because you guys are getting like videos all the time. If you're on TikTok and you haven't followed me on YouTube, follow me on YouTube. That's where most of my content is anyway. But y'all gonna, we'll talk about it in my wedding vlog. But I was literally like, it rained. Like I was looking up at the sky. I was waiting for the signs. I was waiting for all of the things. I was looking at everywhere. Oh, there's a bird. Oh, where? I was looking for the bird. I was like, give me all the signs. I want all, like, I told Spirit. There was this, you guys know, in Encanto where they have like, we don't talk about Bruno for a while. Okay. My ass wanted to make, I was so tempted to make a freaking TikTok using the sound when they were like, oh, it was my wedding day and there wasn't no clouds in the sky, no clouds allowed in the sky. I was so tempted to do that. But then at that same time, I was like, no, because I do a lot of aeromancy and I read the clouds a lot. And so I don't want to tell my ancestors not to have clouds in the sky, because what if I need to read a cloud, So I was like, damn, I can't say it. I can't sing it. I can't do it. So I was just like, you know what? It is what it is. And obviously, because it rains on my wedding day, there was clouds in the sky. But I almost manifested the opposite, but then I would have missed the rain. So you see, you gotta think, you gotta be smart. When it comes to working with nature, y'all, you gotta be smart. You gotta be smart out here. Anyway, I've been ranting. I'm sorry. Okay, we're gonna go ahead and sign off for the night. I love you guys so much. I'm sorry, I just started ranting out of nowhere. I love you guys so much. Thank you for all of the love and support, and stay tuned for all of the other videos. But yeah, have a blessed night. Have a blessed day. Go watch Doctor Strange, okay? Bye, y'all.